My Smokies.
Smokies.
It is 4 p.m. at the Technical University of Mombasa. Kyoko's voice rents the atmosphere of TUM's boarding section and student center vicinity.
My Smokies.
Probably a wake-up call to his customers, announcing his presence and goods. Armed with a basket full of boiled eggs and sausages, along with finely chopped tomatoes, Kyoko is ready for work. Life in a higher learning institution with little or no money supplies pushes students into doing all odds of jobs in order to make ends meet for them. While most students prefer to use their leisure time in movie watching and other fun-based activities, 22 years old Kyoko Makau, a fourth-year business and commerce student, saw an opportunity in the large population of students and started selling boiled eggs and sausages, popularly known as smoky to the learners.
This business I started like 3 years ago when I was a second year. Generally, as a student, students get broke. Being broke, you need to survive in campus. And for you to survive in a campus, you either depend on transfer payments, that is money transferred from the accounts of your relatives, goodwill from uh, people. But for me, I saw it good for me to sustain myself.
With a starting capital of 300 shillings only, Kyoko began with a single crate of eggs, a business which later multiplied into 8 crates of eggs sales a day, since the demand for this highly nutritious commodity grew daily.
As a beginner, I had 300 shillings in my pocket, and the 300 shillings gave me the start because I used to use my utensils at my house to cook, and I acquired only one crate of mayai. That's where I began, and nowadays I can sell up to 7, 8, yeah, from the 300 shillings. Yeah. Given that I sell my mayai in the evenings, I do only 5 crates of mayai. That is equivalent to 150 eggs, and each egg gives me like 10 bob. So it's like approximately I get 1,200 a day. Yeah, but if I do it in a full time, I can multiply that and double it twice, so I can get it up to 3,000 when I do it in a day, full time.
A deal that has ever since earned him his full name, Mayai.
I would wish if the name Mayai could be my formal name. So I'm very proud of being Mayai. When people call me a Oka, I even tell them I'm a certified Oka. So that doesn't affect me in any way. I feel I'm okay with it. Yeah, because that is part of me.
Studying and doing business are two things that need full and divided attention, but how does Kyoko Makau manages to balance the two?
One thing you should know is that many students waste a lot of time. You find students sleeping in their hostels, students going to the clubs for enjoyment. But for me, I spend my time in class. My classes start in the morning and end in the lunchtime, that is noon. Then in the evening, I'm fully into the business of my mayai up to like saa mbili usiku.
Like in any other business, bottlenecks are always available to crack in order to succeed, and so is Mayai's boiled eggs and smoky selling.
There are challenges per se because this is a business. My target market mostly is students. At times, students get broke, and a broke student cannot afford an egg. They prefer to get a meal rather than an egg. So, broke students is a challenge to me. Then another challenge is you see, schools don't operate on full-time basis. At times students are in school, at times they are not in, at times there are strikes, at times they are not. So that cycle of operation of the school really affects me, and generally at times the eggs can be too expensive to afford, because if a tray of an egg can go to up to 400, it means the profit margin will have gone down, rather than when it is like 300 or 280. So that expensive eggs is another challenge. And the same the eggs can be fully out of stock, making the business totally hard to operate.
Many youths are non-job choosers, but Mayai had a message for them.
In Kenya, there is one crisis, and the crisis is unemployment. The crisis of unemployment, many youths are out there in the job market, equipped with their degrees, equipped with their experience, and what have you, each scankering for jobs. So that means not all of them will get. Merely 30% of the graduates there will get their jobs. So instead of everybody going there, I urge, and it's my say, that if you can get into a business where you can earn at least 1,000 shillings a day, I advise that graduate to go for it. Not even a graduate, but any other student. You can employ yourself.
For Makau, as the students enjoy their bite of smoky and mayai, he moves steps close to his financial freedom in campus. Kioko is among the many students making coins out of the very little extra time they get after classes.